With Ezra Miller going further and further down the rabbit hole of craziness, Warner Bros. Essentially has fired the actor, saying they have no plans to work with him in the future. Good move, honestly. But now, we at Top 10 Nerd get to make a list of the top 10 actors who should replace Ezra Miller as the Flash. I'm Adam Andrews, and let's get into this. Number 10. Tom Cavanagh. Now, how hilarious would it be if the guy who played Reverse Flash on TV played real Flash in the movies? Sure, he's a bit older than Ezra Miller, but just like with Finn Wolfhard, the time-traveling nature of the character, plus also the fact that the Flash movie is supposed to be somewhat based on Flashpoint, could make this work with some clever writing and trickery. Now, Tom hasn't really had many major blockbuster roles, so that is one point against him. There is also the fact that it might be a huge slap in the face to another Flash TV show actor. You know, the one who played Flash. But at the very least, I think it would be highly entertaining, even if it was just like an alternate version of the Flash, to see Tom Cavanagh step into the red. Number 9. Liam Hemsworth. Now, I saw this on the internet where people suggested this Hemsworth, and after thinking about it for a while, I could maybe potentially see it. Now, I don't believe he really holds the same kind of nerdy persona, but like most of the Hemsworths, he's built like a Greek god, he's got a look, he can handle playing a big action role proven by his roles in Hunger Games and Independence Day Resurgence, which I mean, I didn't like that last one, but he still did it and was decent in it, and I think he could possibly do it, I don't know. It would be an interesting choice, but one that could actually work. I don't know for sure, so I'm gonna leave him here and wait for you to yell at me down in the comments below. Okay. Number 8. Finn Wolfhard. Now, if we're looking for someone who could be like an alternate Ezra Miller, like one who isn't off the rocker, then I think we shouldn't look too much farther than Canadian Stranger Things actor Finn Wolfhard. He has been hitting it off with titles like Stranger Things, It, and Ghostbusters. He's proven he can handle the pressures of a big budget, and he's definitely got that nerdy thing down pat. I think a downside to Finn here is that he hasn't really been an action star yet, and he might even be a bit too nerdy to pull that off. But he is a great actor and has the casting ability and fan base. A point I see another website making is that given the time-traveling nature of the character, you could even make a canonical spin for why Ezra Miller has become a bit younger. The whole complete change of appearance thing might be a bit harder to explain, but whatever. All this could also be said for Timothée Chalamet as well, but I'm not too sure. What do you think? Number 7. Jack Lowden. The Scottish actor who had major roles in Dunkirk and Fighting with My Family is possibly quickly becoming a sought-after Hollywood actor. He has delivered a lot of impressive performances, and after receiving awesome reviews for his work in Benediction, he's really going places. He even starred alongside Gary Oldman in Slow Horses, so we know he can handle playing alongside some star power. On top of his recent successes though, Lowden looks a heck of a lot more like the Barry Allen from the comic books than Miller does, and has more of the everyman, likable feel to him that has made this character such a favorite on the pages of comic books for decades. It's an interesting choice for sure, and I mean, I'd get behind it. Number 6. Tye Sheridan. You may not really remember Tye Sheridan as Cyclops in Fox's X-Men movies, proving he has what it takes to be a blockbuster superhero. But you will absolutely remember him as the star in Ready Player One, which very much proved that he has what it takes to be a leading man. For someone who is only 25, Sheridan already has a lot of great acting credits to his name, not all of which are typical blockbuster fare, similar to Ezra Miller before he became Flash. He's an exciting talent and someone I think definitely has the potential to do the Scarlet Speeder justice on screen. Some might argue he is a little too handsome for the Central City nerd, but that's never stopped big studios before, so. Number 5. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay, this is kind of a joke, but also maybe not. I do think it would be absolutely hilarious if the guy who played Quicksilver in the MCU moved over and played the Scarlet Speedster in the DCEU. But when I think about when he played Kick-Ass as well, he was very good at the whole like nerd hero thing. And the more I think and talk about this, the more I'm convincing myself it could actually work. Aaron Taylor Johnson has proven that he can play a super fast hero and one with a great sense of humor. And he's proven he's got the chops to stand in an ensemble cast. With him being criminally underutilized in the MCU, I think he deserves to jump back in and have another swing at it. Maybe wearing a bit of red instead of blue. Number 4. Tyler James Williams. Okay, wild card. I saw this online and thought, it might be some food for thought. What if instead they write Barry Allen out and write Wally West in. Now there are actually two different versions of Wally West in the comics, and Keenan Lonsdale played Wally West in the Flash TV series and gave TV fans a different version of the character. Now Lonsdale has decided he's done working as a superhero, but there are some other actors that could very easily slip into that role, one of which being Tyler James Williams. The actor was introduced to audiences as a young kid in the Chris Rock comedy Everybody Hates Chris, and that could help the movies persuade the audiences that he's a bit younger than he really is, 29 now, and even show he's got a bit more of that kind of nerdy-ish style. As a veteran of the Walking Dead series, he's got some action chops too. The only thing is that he's almost exclusively a TV actor who hasn't been central to a blockbuster movie yet. Now I don't know, like I said, just some food for thought. Number 3. Dylan O'Brien. Reports have already been circulating that Dylan O'Brien, the Maze Runner star, is on the Warner Bros. Shortlist of actors to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash. He first came on the scene in 2010 as Clever Trevor in the high school drama Sweetly High. The following year, Dylan was cast as Styles in the MTV series Teen Wolf, and he killed it. That led him straight to his role as Thomas in the Maze Runner trilogy, his biggest role so far, and one he handled fantastically. Dylan is another example of a young actor who can flow seamlessly between moments of grave intensity to silliness and even to comedy and nerdiness, kind of like Ezra Miller's Flash. Number 2. Adam Andrews. Look, I got a jawline, I can be funny, I'm on a nerdy channel that literally talks about these characters, and also, I just wanna. Oh, and also, I could use the money. Stop laughing, look, I'm super serious right now, I could do it, I could pull it off. Have I ever done a leading role in a major blockbuster? No, it's true, but hey, why not start with a multi-million-dollar big studio movie? I don't know. Number 1. Grant Gustin. Grant Gustin is the only person who can say he has actually played the Flash, and for basically like 10 or so years. When Gustin was introduced as Barry Allen on the CW's Arrow, he quickly became a fan favorite, and when his own TV show The Flash aired, it was the highest rated and most poppin' show in the CW's DC lineup. Grant has been in 5 out of 6 crossovers, and he has the heart of the fans on his side, which was obvious when the outrage poured in after Ezra Miller was cast instead in the DCEU. He has played the character better than anyone, and longer too, and he absolutely deserves to be tagged in to make his big screen debut. He's likable, he isn't a criminal, he actually seems really nice as a person, he's got backup, he's already been doing it for so long. He may not have as much of the star power as some of the other actors in the Justice League, so Warner Bros. Should give him that by casting him. Period. Alright! An interesting list for this channel. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so let me know down in the comments. And while you're here at Top 10 Nerd, why not like and subscribe too? I've been your host, Adam Andrews. You can find me on Instagram down below, and until next time, peace out, nerds.